Hello guys, it's Amir Hussein. I hope you to be fine. Also, I am fine. If you missed the last night video tutorial, go and watch that. That was very fun. That was about how we can add realistic rain effect on our image. I apologize too much time for the video. That was too heavy for my PC. I apologize for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we can make where is that how we can make something like this. This kind of image is called low polygon effect or anything that you want, but it's low polygon picture or effect, anything that you want to say. This is low polygon. Okay, let's start. Okay, for making that picture I will use this lion here. First thing that we should do, we should set correctly and use a pen tool just for making this lion head. To make all the selection and colorize them is too boring and it takes too much time. What we are gonna do at this, we are gonna make some right or left part of his face and just copy the one side and paste it another side and just merge them together. That would be much easier and there won't be any difference between that. Okay, now I will select half of his face. Now I will hold Ctrl and click on this and move this like this. Now again I will click here and make, just let me undo and make a selection like this. It's depend on you to want to make on your face picture, lion, horse, dog, cow, anything that you want. It's the same procedure and that would be fun. I will press Ctrl Enter to make the selection, to change this the path to in selection area. Now press Ctrl J to copy from that selection. Thing that we should do, just let me make a document blank and have that as a background. The things that we should do, we should select some part or some portion of this face of the lion, then fill that with solid color. How are we gonna do that? For this video we are using Polygon lasso. Now for imagine that you are making like this. This is our selection area. Now we should go to filter, blur, average. Now this will be filled with average of colors in the selected area, but it would be too heavy for just for us to repeat this procedure. It would be too boring and was wasting too much time. What we are gonna do, we are using actions, actually actions. Before doing that, we should let me just use helpers, which are guides in here. If you see I don't have guides here, how I can open guides or show guides? Go to view, show grids. Now you can see we have these grids. If you have, just let me go to grids. Maybe you would have, oh, it's not accepting. No, that wasn't here. What was here? If you have some, you can see we have a small selections here, a small square here, but we don't want this because this is would be much populated and more busy for us. We go to preferences, guide and guide, grids and scans. Change this subdivision to 1, and this is every grid. You can see every square is combination of 25 pixels. For this is okay for my picture. Now you can see we have helpers here. Another thing that I should tell you is that if you crop this not straight, it is like this is not a straight vertical. How we can make this very quickly and very professionally? Go to ruler here. This is I drop a right click and go to ruler. Just one click here, then drag it down here. Now we have a line here, but this won't help us to rotate it or press Ctrl T. That's not thing. We go to image rotation, and I'm not sure what is the pronunciation of this, but click this. You can see it won't change any angle for this because this is straight vertical. Then I'll press OK. If you select it in angle, that would be make it straight for you. Now just let me bring back grids, and I wanna move this to grids to be like this. Now again I will use polygon lasso tool and make like this. Just then go to filter, blur, average. You can see it's done. Just press Ctrl J. You have that in spread layer. That's cool. That's what we want, but it is wasting too much to select this. Go to filter and use the average and fill it what we want. Just let me undo few more times. Now in this situation, what will help us? Actions will help us. Go to Windows, open action menu by pressing Alt F9. Now you can see I have made this before, but I wanna make it right now. Just name the folder for low poly standing for Polygon. Now make a new action, LP, low polygon. It's on that. No, I don't want to be in that folder. I want to be in this folder, LP. It's recording what we are doing. Now go to polygon lasso, select the area that you want to fill that. Something like this. Don't select a small area because that's too boring for you guys to make that affected. Now you can see here written that the selection area be selected. It record that you selected. Go to filter in this layer. Oh, just let me delete this, and again just be in another layer is start action. Click on this layer then to be sure that an action with selection layer is written here, because I want to this clicking or selection in this layer be on my action. Now I will go to polygon again and make a triangle or any shape that you want. Now you can see you have set selection. Now I will go to filter, blur, average. Now you can see it did what I want. Now I press Ctrl J to copy this in another layer. You can see here is layer we are copying. Now I will again select this layer, in here written is this. Now the action is done and I will stop the action. For doing this we should select LP, the action. Now this is what we have. You can see for it is also too boring for select the area and press this icon to this icon to do what we want, but you see it didn't work. Why it didn't work? Because we have set selection. We select the area, not the computer. You can see, just let me do it again. If I run this, you can see this again. Select this area and fill that with blur average. Now to avoid that, we should delete this part of action, which is set selection. Now why delete that? Again, let me do it. You can see we can do it right now. You can see it made a new layer for me and fill this with that. And here average that I made this photo is combination almost 1000 or 1000 layers in here. I did that because to show you what we are going to do that. Again, it's boring to select the area and became here and select this icon. There is a short way that we can do that. We can set a short key for doing this. How we can set this? You go to edit, keyboard shortcuts. From these tabs or drop from these tabs of drop menu, click on or choose panel menus. Now go to action. Where is action? Action is here and play. I put this before it to F2. It's optional what you want to put that, and just press OK. Now if I select an area, press F2, it would just select this. If I press F2, it would automatically do the same procedure. Now it's depend on you, on your picture, that how many triangles that you want to have. Just let me make something like this. Don't make too small triangles because it will be waste of time. And if you make little small triangles, it will be more what can I say, you more yes, you would have more details on your photo, but that's not important too much. That's waste of time, and 2,000 or 3,000 of layers here. That after that merge them together. Now you can see, let me bring the grids by pressing Ctrl or Command H on a Mac. We can bring or hide these. Again, before doing this, just let me show you another thing. If you are not you can see it's snapping on this point. You can see it jump to this anchor point. How it's possible? We go to view, snap, check this. Now you can see it is not jumping to any anchor point. Check this, snap, and again go to snap to be sure that you check to grids and guides. Now you can make this here. If you make two sides of the triangle, just double click here, the another side would be made automatically by computer. Now it is just making triangles and pressing F2 to make this happen. Now I just let me hide this. Now it is too wasting time to do it this left side of this face and this video, because it would be more too much time to wasting, because I wasted about 1 hour to make just left part of the body. I leave this on you. I made this like this, just the left part. You can see I made those 1000 layers here just with one layer by pressing Ctrl E. Now just let me make this small. No, just skip that. Just let me close actions. Now if we made the left side of the body, it would be easy to make the right. How we can do? I will go select this, press Ctrl J to have a copy from that. Now press Ctrl T to go to free transform and right click and rotate flip horizontal. Now I will hold shift and move this to match the face of line. Just click here or press enter on keyboard. Now you can see we made this. Again I will select these two and merge them together. Now press Ctrl T and make them smaller, something like this. Now you can see this white color, this is not what I want. Again I will open grids and use polygon lasso to delete this. Select this, not this area, maybe here. Just delete this. That is much better for my taste. It depends on you. Now this is done, but I wanna go further and tweak a little bit more. I wanna make shadow on this sign, that it is the light coming through the app, something like this. If I hold a spacebar, I can move the selection area to anywhere that I want. Now erase that and make that what you want. Okay, I will fill it with black color. Just Ctrl D to unselect the area. Now move it or adjust to the face. Now I will lower the opacity, something like this. I will apply blur, Gaussian blur, something like this. That it is the shadow of the head. But you can see it doesn't have any light or dark parts or shadow parts on his face to have shadow. I will make this with curves. I will make this lot dark, something like this. Now I will inverse by Ctrl I the inverse the mask and rename this to shadow or SH. I'll make again another curve adjustment layer and move it up to have brightness, something like this. Again I will inverse this. I will inverse the mask by pressing Ctrl I and move this here and rename this to H for standing for highlights. Now I will be on the mask with brush, with white color brush. Opacity of white brush should be 30, it depends on you, 40, anything that you want, and make some highlights up here. Just be sure that your hardness of your brush is to 0%. Just paint the white, not here, I don't want to be here. Just paint the highlights. Before that, just create clipping mask to effect only on lion head, not in the background. Just paint white color on mask to add some highlights. Or here for more shadow, that's it. It seems the light coming from a sky or something like that. Just paint this, yeah. For highlights, more highlights that I want on his face, his nose here. I want more shadow on this, his birds, something like that. Eyes. Now you can see we have this cool effect with polygon lasso that we made and wasted a little bit much time. Now I'll make a little bit more contrast using curve adjustment layer and clip it only to effect on the lion head. Make some S for this. Now it's done. Guys, I will merge them all together by pressing Ctrl Alt Shift E or Command Option E, also Shift on a Mac to have this here. Now I will go to camera raw filter by Ctrl Shift A to have a little bit adjustment there. Now I want to have a little bit yellowish tint, bluish tint, and boost the magenta exposure. It depends on you what you want to achieve. A little bit more contrast, highlights, more highlights actually that I want. close the shadow a little bit, open the shadow, excuse me, whites boost them, blacks also to whites, something like that. Texture, no, this is not too much. Clarity and dehaze, I want to boost the dehaze. Now lower the saturation and boost a little, not too much, and boost the vibrance. Now you can see what we have. Just let the two passes. This was before and this is what we made. I'm not sure why this is a yellow color here. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can use this trick to make your face, your own face, to have this kind of effect, a horse head, a bicycle, a dog, everything that you imagine can be applied in this effect and have this cool effect. And this is called, or this is named Polygon, low polygon effect. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial and it would be helpful for you and understand more tips and techniques on this video. It's Amir Hussein. Just like, subscribe and ring the bell of my channel. Feel free for ask me anything that you have question on Photoshop. Just feel free and ask me. The email is down in descriptions. My Instagram is also in description. If you want to have my PSD files or pictures that I use in my tutorial and video, just send me an email. That is also in description. I will send them all to you just free, not paying any bucks for that, just free. You can enjoy and use them, or you can have my brush set here just free. Okay guys, see you next night. Bye bye.